The announcement of the new map Shut Island for Bloodstrike is certainly generating excitement within the community. It looks like the Shut Island will offer a fast-paced and intense gameplay experience, with quick response allowing for rapid re-entry into the action-packed battles. While we initially hoped for a larger map, the decision to introduce a smaller, more action-packed map like Shut Island seems to align with the preferences of many mobile gamers, especially in a time when some developers may take away those maps from the mobile gaming community, if you know what I mean. Small maps often provides a more concentrated and fast-paced gameplay experience, catering to players who enjoy quick, adrenaline-fueled matches. As for the release date of the Shut Island, it's unclear whether it will coincide with the global release of the game. The developers may choose to release it alongside other updates or as part of a separate content drop. It's fantastic to hear that Bloodstrike has already gained significant traction even before its official launch date, topping the iOS free games chart in the United States. The early availability of the game in some countries is a promising sign, indicating that players around the world are eager to jump into the action-packed world of Bloodstrike. I want you guys to check your Play Store or App Store whether you have it in your country. If you do, let me know in the comment section. Players in Asia and America server who wish to transfer to the Europe server can do it via the in-game menu. They can access transfer request option by navigating to lobby, settings, then customer service. Each player is eligible for one-time transfer to the Europe server. This means that players should carefully consider their decision before initiating the transfer request, as they will not be able to transfer back to their original server. Players have until end of April 2024 to submit their transfer requests. In my last video, I talked about UI changes, rank changes, and some new stuff we can expect in the game. This video is going to cover a wide range of topics from system optimizations to combat balance adjustments and bug fixes. Here's a breakdown of the changes. The system will now recommend teammates with similar playstyle as you. This means that the game will analyze players' playstyle and preferences and suggest potential teammates who align with your gameplay style. The system will now match you with players not on your friend list to help you reach a higher tier. This indicates that the matchmaking algorithm has refined to prioritize pairing players of similar skill levels and experience. Even if they are not already connected as friends in the game, this can lead to more balanced and competitive matches, as players are matched with enemies who provide a suitable challenge. You can now change your health bar color between red or green in gameplay, then battle info. Okay, so let me do that real quick for you. Allowing players to customize health between red and green is a small but thoughtful addition to game's customization options. The joystick in HUD 2 now supports custom sprinting distance. It is a practical and user-friendly enhancement. They have also added auto pickup ammo for unequipped weapons. You can change that from settings, then pick up, then choose auto pickup. This option is indeed a highly beneficial feature, especially for players like me who frequently switch between different weapon types during matches. I usually use a sniper and I had to manually collect the sniper ammo because I usually have a submachine gun and an assault rifle in early minutes in the match because I have to take care of the enemies in close quarter combat. However, when I have this setting, when I loot, I automatically loot the sniper ammo so that I can later use that in the match. They have also added a new setting for quickly switching meds. You can now switch to another med that is in your backpack. It's a great addition because otherwise we have to use the drop-up menu to select the other medical item. Now you no longer have to do that. They have done some adjustments to the skill cooldown display. Now it shows the time required rather than just a percentage. Displaying the actual time remaining for skill cooldowns allows players to plan their actions more precisely. Instead of relying solely on a percentage, which can be less intuitive for some players, having a clear countdown timer provides a more accurate measure of when a skill will be available again. Players can focus more on the action and less on trying to estimate cooldown times, resulting in smooth and more engaging gameplay. Players no longer have to guess when their skills will be available again, and this is supported by the next setting they have added: audio notification when a skill is fully charged. With an audio cue indicating that a skill is fully charged, players no longer need to constantly monitor the screen to check if their skills are ready. The audio notification provides a convenient way for players to stay informed about the status of their skills without having to divert their attention from the gameplay. The emote will now support swiping. With swiping support, players can quickly and easily cycle through their emotes with a simple gesture. Players may look forward to the introduction of new emotes as well. They have also added more customizable information to personal info. Here are some suggestions for information that players might want to include in their personal info. Players can indicate their preferred game modes such as Battle Royale or Hot Zone. Players can specify their preferred play schedule or availability, indicating when they are most active in the game and available to play with others. Also, it would be great if we can include a personalized message or code that reflects our personality. They have added the number of matches played and many other match information in history. While some players may choose to hide their match information for various reasons such as privacy concerns or personal preferences, the addition of detailed match information in history section provides valuable insights for those who wish to analyze and improve their gaming performance. You can now learn more about airdrops in Striker, then airdrop support. It's a valuable stable results for both new and experienced players. If an enemy is still in sight after being knocked down, the distance between you and the enemy will be shown. Now you can give your teammates correct information about enemies. You don't have to guess, you just see the distance. This is a practical improvement that enhances communication and coordination among teammates. Let's talk about Ethan's skill revamp. Players can now decide when to activate the ability based on their tactical needs and situation at hand, rather than relying on the automatic triggers. Power Slide, which is also known as Parker Master, is now an active skill. After a brief charging period, the speed of Ethan's next slide significantly increases. If Ethan does not perform a slide within the next few seconds, the charging time for the next slide is reduced by 50%. That's great. Optimize the logic of preventing shield appearing at the back of Ethan while sprinting is a significant improvement that enhances the skill's functionality and reliability. Now the last time I used the shield, I was so impressed. It works really well. What about the Hank skill revamp? Hank can now recycle the turret to reduce the charging time of the next turret by 40%. This simply means that you can pick the turret back to reduce the charging time of the next turret by 40%. In situations where a turret is deployed but doesn't effectively engage enemies or is no longer needed, players can now recycle it to reduce the charging time for the next turret. This simply means Hank can maintain consistent presence of turrets throughout the match. The skill revamp for Zero, especially for Swordmaster and Shadow Strike abilities, represent a significant improvement in the character's effectiveness and versatility. When it comes to Swordmaster, each successful parry reduces its cooldown, and the Shadow Strike's charging time is reduced from 2.2 seconds to 1.8 seconds. Now it's time for the weapon balance adjustments. Let's break down the implications of these changes. Increasing the damage of Vector by 1 makes it even more efficient in taking down enemies, as it now requires 1 less bullet to eliminate the target. Reducing the headshot damage of the Glock from 60 to 49 decreases its lethality, particularly in situations where precise aim and headshots are crucial for securing quick kills. The adjustments to the Desert Deagle are more comprehensive, with reduction in base damage across various body parts. However, the extended barrel offers players a potential alternative with increased damage, particularly to the head. This creates a trade-off for players between standard Desert Deagle and its extended barrel variant, allowing for more diverse gameplay choices. The reduction in base damage and headshot damage for Kala may initially seem like a drawback, especially considering its slower aim down sights compared to the M700. However, 296 extended barrel offers players opportunities to mitigate these reductions by increasing torso and headshot damage, respectively. Similarly, the reduction in base damage and headshot damage for the M700 may seem like a step backwards. However, the 27 barrel compensates for these reductions by increasing headshot damage, offering players a trade-off between base damage and headshot lethality. The adjustment to the URP's barrel attachment aims to fine-tune its recoil control capabilities by lowering the recoil control reduction effect of the 8.5 mini barrel and enhancing the recoil control of the 16 carbine barrel. The game encourages players to make more strategic choices when customizing their URP loadouts. The increase in hipfire accuracy and reduction in range for the P90 addresses specific aspects of its performance while maintaining its overall balance within the game. While the reduction in range may affect the weapon's effectiveness in long-range engagements, the increase in hipfire accuracy enhances its performance in close quarters combat scenarios. For all the other weapons, we can expect the following changes. They have increased the reload time when equipping extended mag, and also they have adjusted the spread of bullets when aimed down sight. And we have another news. They are creating a new barrel for the M4A1 to enhance its ability on the field. Here are the gameplay improvements for PC. You can now hold the toss button to select a throwable. This is great because you don't have to use the mouse manually to change the throwables. You can just hold the button down and change it instantly. They have also added a keybind for opening and closing pickup lists. This is great if you are looting near a shop or if you are looting multiple crates at the same location. You can now press enter to start typing in the chat. Players on PC now can assign skills to keybinds for quick and consistent usage. Finally, here are the other improvements. Your favorite loadout will be equipped when spawning in hot zone. The loadout interface will now pop up when selecting a striker during the hot zone ready phase. They have also added solo or 4-player mode to Weapon Master. Damn, I love this game mode. It just got better. Weapon information is now displayed in custom matches when spectating. Okay, unfortunately it is just for the custom matches. I hope they will add it to the public matches as well in the near future. And that's everything about the update. If you missed the last video, check that out too. And those two videos will cover everything about the brand new update and the latest news you need to know about just days before the global release. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon. Watch my other videos and I'll see you guys in the next one.